If you have gastritis, it's super important to eat foods that are going to be gentle on the stomach, that are going to help the stomach lining to heal, and that are also going to reduce inflammation. Here are some of the foods that you may want to include in your diet if you have gastritis. Fruits like bananas, melons, apples, and pears, as well as vegetables like leafy greens, broccoli, carrots, sweet potatoes, and zucchini are all gentle on the stomach. Foods that are high in fiber will be gentle on the stomach lining and will also help with digestion. So think oatmeal, quinoa, and brown rice. Lean proteins are also very healing and they can reduce irritation. So poached or boiled egg, tofu or tempeh, fish like salmon or cod, and skinless chicken or turkey meat. Healthy fats like olive oil, avocados, and avocado oil, nuts and seeds, flax seeds, and chia seeds are all calming to the digestive tract. They all have anti-inflammatory properties. Teas like chamomile, ginger, and licorice root are very soothing to the stomach lining. Probiotic foods like sauerkraut, kimchi, kefir, and kombucha can also be healing to the gut because they are anti-inflammatory and they help to balance the good bacteria in the gut. Hydration is also super important if you have gastritis, so of course increase your water intake, but also drinking brothy soups and coconut water can help to increase your hydration and soothe the stomach lining. And some foods to avoid if you have gastritis. So spicy foods, think chili peppers, hot sauces, and other spicy seasonings. These will all be irritating to the stomach lining and can make gastritis symptoms worse. Also avoid acidic foods like citrus fruit, tomatoes, and vinegar-based foods. These can also cause irritation to the stomach lining. Fried foods will also trigger gastritis, as well as caffeinated beverages. So think teas and coffees with caffeine, even energy drinks. These can all cause irritation to the stomach lining. Also alcohol and heavily processed foods, especially those that have very high sugar content, can all further irritate the stomach lining. Also, if you have gastritis, try to eat smaller, more frequent meals rather than big portions at one go. This will help to reduce the burden on the stomach lining for breaking down your food, and it will reduce the amount of bloating and distension of the stomach that happens when you eat a really big meal. Chew your food slowly to make sure that you are grinding it up before it lands in your stomach. That will help to aid digestion, and mix the food with saliva, which starts the digestion process. Also avoid laying down within 2 to 3 hours after a meal. So eating a meal really late at night is a really bad idea, especially if you have gastritis. Stress can also aggravate gastritis, so make sure that you are taking steps to manage your stress actively, whether that's meditation, deep breathing exercises, going out to a walk in nature, or even journaling. Managing stress is super important for all of us, but especially because it can certainly trigger gastritis. And if you already have inflammation in your stomach, the last thing you want to do is make that inflammation worse. And of course, avoid anti-inflammatory medication. Some common ones include things like ibuprofen, for example. These can irritate the lining of the stomach and make gastritis worse. If you absolutely have to take anti-inflammatory medications with gastritis, make sure you're having a full meal before you are taking anti-inflammatory medication. That goes for everyone, whether you have gastritis or not. Making sure that you are not taking anti-inflammatories on an empty stomach is super important.